All right, so Mike, this is crazy while you're getting our next target.
Yep.
Last week, our new funnel, before we posted the video, was 860 clicks. We had 630 leads, and we were at 73% conversion rate. So we just posted the video when you were on the call.
Oh, okay.
And about this week's stats, we were at 1,041 clicks, 775 leads, and a 74.45% conversion rate. So we actually went up.
Only 74?
Yeah, only 74.
That's good.
So today we'll just get into an audit. You got the target?
I do. Right here.
Target today.
Charlie.
Charlie? Mm-hmm. What kind of funnel?
Agency.
Agency funnel? Okay, so it'll be
Agency
fun. All right, so we'll get into Charlie's funnel and see how we can get him closer to 74.45%. He's not already. It'll be fun.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Are you
Never
ready?
know with that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Hey, what's going on? Vince Street here, founder of EBOOV.com. And that's Mike.
Hey, everybody.
Girls, stop DMing me
Stop.
about Mike being single.
We're here for one thing only. Funnels.
What are we here for, Mike? What are we going to do today?
We're going to help give constructive criticism to this funnel I just saw.
You saying this funnel's not good, Mike?
I mean, look, when it comes to brick wall pages, it's a common problem for a lot of funnels.
I just let him write down the hate comments, because he's going to send his whole tribe after you.
Look, we're here to help. We're here to help.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to basically compare the funnel that we're using to, what's his name? Charlie?
Morgan. Yep. Came across his ad.
Charlie Munger?
No. Rest in peace. Charlie Morgan.
Charlie Morgan. All right. So Charlie Morgan is, let's see, this is one of his ads right here?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So real quick, go ahead and pull up our funnel just so that people can see what we're comparing. So we started using the funnel that you see here on the screen, and we went from 20% opt-in rates to anywhere between, on average, 50 to upwards as high as 79% conversions. And it's been a game changer. So the way that this works is we drive traffic to our video, and with our technology with EBOOV, we're able to lock the video with the lead form that extends from the video. It's mobile friendly, it integrates with all the CRM companies out there, and when the person opts in, the video continues to play without the user leaving the page. But what's cool about this is we can do all this really cool retargeting stuff. So the second a person presses play, we can continue to retarget our customers wherever they go across the web. We can do this on Facebook and Google, and it's pretty cool. And it's been a game changer for us. So this allowed us to eliminate a lot of steps. So the reason we want to kind of go through and look at other funnels is we want to see what would happen if we could construct, in this case, Charlie's funnel to what we call an EBOOV funnel. And we'll break it down along the way and kind of see what he's doing. I'm sure he's getting amazing results, but who knows, maybe he'll see this and say, hey, maybe I should try what you guys are doing. And that's the whole point, so you guys can kind of get some different options here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at his ad first.
Okay.
And see what's going on here.
Click on that.
What if every single sales call you took was with an ideal client? How much time do you think that would save? Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day on these time-draining calls? Or, if even better, every single sales call you took, you knew was bound to close. Because if you could do this, you'd no longer be asking yourself the question of where is my next client going to come from? The question would be, how many clients do I want this month? And I'm going to show you how thousands of agency owners just like you are answering this question, but more importantly, booking hundreds of qualified appointments with dream clients every single month, resulting in at least 20 new high-ticket clients in the first 180 days. Hey, my name's Charlie Morgan. I've got an important message for you, and it's that you do not need to bombard your niche with cold emails and endless follow-ups to get clients. And you certainly don't need to hire an army of appointment setters, and you most certainly do not need to go spending a fortune and paying up front to some random appointment setting agency that, let's be honest, is not even going to deliver results. And I know that you don't have to do any of this because I didn't do any of this, and last month I made $800,000, and it wasn't just me. All of my clients did the same thing. They're using the same systems that I've used to build multi-7 and 8-figure businesses with a predictable, reliable way of client acquisition, and all they had to do was use the right system. And I'm going to share this system with you on the next page. So here's what I'm asking. My massive request from you is that you click or tap the button below so I can share the system with you. And basically on this page, I will reveal all my secrets around how you can get ideal client leads to actually book calls with you, at least 100 per month, guaranteed. So you can sign your next 20 high-ticket clients in the next 180 days. What you're seeing on the screen here is my promise, my guarantee, my offer, so to speak, my life's work, and you will love it. All of this to say, I'm not asking you to buy anything. All I'm asking is you say maybe. Because if I'm wrong, you'll lose 10 minutes. But what if I'm right? So click that button below and I will see you on the next page.
All right, so we're critiquing funnel, so I'm not going to critique the ad, but I don't think he should have said the maybe thing. But anyways, I couldn't help myself. It was a solid ad. I mean, it's clear what his offer is. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the Learn More button and check out the funnel. As that pops up here, you can see it's a standard brick wall funnel. We call it a brick wall page because no matter what Charlie does here, no matter how good his ad, no matter what happens, 80% of people are going to land here and never get to the next step. And unfortunately, the 20% that on average will opt into the brick wall page, there's been stats that I've seen recently that as high as 50% of people are providing the spam email and the fake email address.
Okay.
So in reality, if that's true, that would mean on average only 10% are truly opting in, providing you with the real name and email address.
Because it's more out of curiosity, just to see what's on the other
side. So they're opting out of curiosity. So
okay.
Looking at the page, it's solid. I mean, you know, he's calling out his ideal client, clear of what his offer is, 100 qualified appointments. But, you know, Mike, I got a question for you. When you get to this page, what do you feel in your gut?
Well, I mean, the first thing I see is what looks like a video. So I would click on it, but it's not playing. And I finally, to be honest, I feel a little discouraged because I just want to see what. So
you feel a little discouraged because you pressed play and it made you opt in to see the video. So you feel like it was misleading. Now, I've used this strategy. That strategy does work, but you do get a lower caliber of lead, and that feeling is true because that's how I would feel. But I would feel it before I even press play. I feel it when I just see the form.
Oh, okay. When you right here.
Right, just seeing the form, I know that I have to provide some information. And it's kind of what I used to talk about all the time. It's like, you know, people forget how personal even an email address is. Like, you know, I talk about walking down a dark alley.
Yeah.
Someone walks up to you and says, give me your name and email.
Right.
No one's excited to do that, right? So off the bat, you send 100 people here. 80 of them, no matter what was said on the ad, they're not opting in. And obviously, a good portion of the ones that do are going to provide you with fake information. Now, go back to our funnel.
Yep.
All right. So one of the reasons we have noticed that we're getting much better results is because when you land here, you don't have that immediate friction. And when you press play, the video actually starts playing and you can start watching the webinar.
So this press play?
Yeah, go ahead and press play. You don't have to let it play, but you can see you press play.
Now here's the kicker.
It won't actually
this
play
is why
in this scenario because of our DRM protection. So Mike's recording his screen right now there. So essentially our DRM protection on our video platform prevents people from screen recording the video. So this is kind of showing you some of the cool technology. But anyways, if he wasn't recording a screen, then obviously the video would play. And the person that would click on the ad, and if you go back to Charlie's ad, right, if somebody's clicking on the ad, right, and they land on his page, so let's go back to his page, all right, they want to see the video. They want to see what he's saying there. They want to learn how you can fill your pipeline with 100 qualified appointments every single month, right? Just going through the copy, fastest and cheapest just pops out. That, I don't know. I don't know if I'd have fastest and cheapest there, but I can't help myself from critiquing because cheapest just is who you probably are attracting people who. That's just my own opinion.
Expensive.
Yeah, you're gonna get probably not your maybe people you don't want. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's opt in and see what's on the next step. All right, so you opt in and you're taken right to the video. All right, now just the same question. So if you would have clicked his ad and you would have landed here and you could have pressed play, do you feel different? Would you have felt different?
Felt better, yeah.
Right. All right. Now the first thing I think of is, again, it's good because it's calling out his ideal client. But the problem I see here is I'm seeing step 1 and step 2. I already know there's something else. So naturally I'm going to scroll down, right? And what you'd see a lot of here in this scenario is the person at this point, they're like, okay, I got to apply. And if they just are totally against getting on a phone call with someone, they're gone already.
Like they're not going to watch the video.
And as marketers, we have to understand that people are clicking for a reason. Like they were promised something. Right, so the ad said, I'm going to show you how to get appointments, and I'm going to show you how to keep your calendar full. Right. So at that point, it's our moral obligation to deliver that. At this point right here, I think Charlie's trying to do that, but one, he's dealing with 20% of the 100 if they gave him the real email address. And then at this point, let's just say he got 20 people here. I'm assuming that half of them are like, okay, I got to book a call. And they're already making preconceived notions of what's going to happen. I don't want to do that.
Right, because they see this.
Right? So let's just imagine that they press play and they start watching the video. Let's just watch the first, 1 minute.
Welcome to the funnel. For full transparency, this is a sales funnel. It's here to sell you something designed to get you to book a call. I'm not going to have you sitting through a 3-hour webinar. And personally, I hate VSLs just as much as you do. But I want to ask you a question. Are you ready? This video may well change your business and your life once and for all, and I am so excited to record it. So let's get started. So in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you how you can basically sign 20 new paying clients for your agency or coaching or consulting business in the next 180 days, guaranteed all your money back, plus a $5,000 wire. It all comes down to this offer that you can see on the screen. This is what we can do for you. We can help you get 20 clients in the next 6 months, basically on a pay on results basis, meaning if you don't get clients, we give you a full refund. We also wire transfer you $5,000. I'm going to explain. So my name's Charlie Morgan. I've built 2 companies in the last 5 years, a marketing agency called Northflow Consulting. We scaled it to 7 figures with over 350 clients, and I now run Imperium Acquisition, which is a coaching company, an info business that does $500,000 a month, all organically, and we've signed over 650 clients organically. Now, this is my YouTube channel. I have some stuff on there as well. Now, I find it very easy to scale agency and coaching businesses to the point of 7 or multi-7 figures because I know how to systemize client acquisition, okay? I know how to automate the front end of a business using proven systems for appointment booking and sales. And to demonstrate what this looks like when you can do this, these are my sales reps calendars from Feb 2023. Here you can see Jack's calendar. Here you can see Oscar's calendar. Here you can see Vince's calendar. Here you can see Sebastian's calendar. And here you can see Jacob's calendar. I have 5 full-time sales reps on right now. We currently book around 1,000 to 2,000 appointments per month for the business.
Okay, so I thought this was really strong for what his offer is, right? He started off good, and I know the beginning, it was a good pattern interrupt with what he said in the beginning, hey, this is a sales funnel, letting them know. He's targeting agencies, so they get it, right? That might not work for certain industries, but I think for what he's doing, it's good. Mm-hmm. Now, imagine if there was no step 2, right? And it didn't say step 1, and you landed right on the video, and at this point, the video locked, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what he says after this, but I know, and he knows this market, at that point, they want to know how he's doing that.
Right, it gave enough value up
right.
front.
I think that the calendar, though, I need him, if he could, to show that to be real, right? Because to me, I'm like, well, this is this guy's calendar. This. I can't really see any names. I don't really know if that's a real calendar. I think if he was more organic right there and went into the calendar and had it blurred out.
Just like recorded the screen.
It would be more like believable, and if he could show some real-time situations of that happening, like this was over the last hour.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because that's really all he's trying to sell right now. He's trying to say, hey, if you buy my product, I'm going to get you booked appointments, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if he locked it right here, if he did what we just said, really, really went to show proof, because the whole thing is you have a problem. The problem is people aren't getting enough book calls. Mm-hmm. All he has to do is prove it, that he has a solution. And the proof for him is just making that picture of the calendar like real, not just like look like an image that anybody could post there.
Instead
and say,
of like a screenshot, just go through the computer.
Go through the real. If he did that and locked it with the lead pop. So for example, if we show like our funnel and how the lead pop, on our funnel, they start watching it, we provide information, then we lock it, they opt in because they want to continue watching. So out of necessity versus curiosity.
Yeah.
So at that point, this video would just continue to play. And then at the end, he would just use a CTA button, and then he could link to the scheduled call.
Right.
And that way, everybody that came to this funnel actually hears his entire message. Mm-hmm. Because I thought he did a good job by explaining how long the video is going to be, so people know what to expect. And I think if he did that, the people that booked would be a lot higher caliber. So you wouldn't get the person that just watched a few minutes and then just booked a call, and then they're getting on there unprepared.
True.
So it would fix that. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts on that?
No, that makes absolute sense. I mean, I think he was pretty clear up front, pretty much hit any objections that individuals might have watching. Now, I think the next thing that we should always highlight is the actual secret sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're definitely going to move into that. But just before we do, the video, outside of for him showing more proof of the calendar being real, I think some of the people getting the results, if he could like break away to maybe like one of the clients saying they went through it, like a real
okay.
proof. Remember, before the pop, you just want to prove everything you're saying to be true. You don't want the person to say, okay, that's a fake calendar, or those were just fake pictures of people, right? So, because if he can prove that and he locks it, they're going to opt in to continue watching, and I'd get rid of the other steps. Slide up to the top real fast. Okay, so agency owners, coaches, you're one step away. I think he just needs literally the outcome. Watch how we get 100 qualified appointments a day, and it's just focused on the video. So kind of
like similar to the messaging on the ad.
Yeah, just less copy, and just get people focused on that one video.
Okay.
All right, so he would essentially eliminate the brick wall if he was going to implement a funnel that we're using. Upload this exact same video, maybe edit it out and show some real proof of that. He could have that up and running, and he'd unlock 80% more traffic.
Just drive traffic directly to this.
So when we say unlock 80% more traffic, what we're saying is when we get 100 clicks, 100 people get to just go watch the webinar. When he gets 100 clicks, only 20%, if maybe he's getting 30%, but on average 20% are opting in, right? So he'd basically get more traffic instantly and probably higher caliber leads.
Yep.
Now moving into the secret sauce. So if you go to the Facebook Pixel Helper, you can see that it fired the page view pixel. Right, so there's no video on this page. It's a GIF. So, if he doesn't get a conversion here, right, meaning if the person lands on this page and they don't opt in, that's viewed as a conversion loss to the ad platform because I'm assuming he's optimizing for leads. Right, and the problem with this, and the reason why people are experiencing their ad costs and lead costs getting so high, is because, well, there's a lot of reasons, but most of the time it's because a lot of those 80 people who aren't going to opt in would have potentially been a buyer had they just seen the video, right? So now the algorithm is trying to go out there and find you more people, but it's reading what's happening as it's not winning.
Yeah.
Right? So basically what I mean by that is the way the algorithm looks at this is they're like 100 people clicked, 80 said no. 100 people clicked, 80 said no.
So they think it's the wrong type of people.
They think it's the wrong type of person, and then it could actually start steering your traffic and your ads, putting it in front of the wrong person.
Got it.
So let's go ahead and go look at our funnel.
Okay.
And this is what makes the process what we're doing work and why we're getting 50 to 79% conversions. So we refresh the page, and go ahead and
I'll press play.
You can press play.
Let me go.
You can go before. So you can see it's the page view pixel, right? But once you press play.
Now here's the kicker, Mike.
All right, so go ahead and stop it.
$1 million.
And you go to the Facebook Pixel Helper. You can see it fired the press play conversion. So immediately it passed that someone pressed play. And this will continue to happen as they watch 25%, 50%, 75%, and 95% of the video, firing all that conversion data back to the ad platform. When our lead pops, it fires that as a conversion. When they opt in and become a lead to continue watching, it fires that as a conversion action. So we're giving the ad platform more information about our customer. And this is why when we have our calls, we see that we have, like spot on the right customer.
The right type of people, yes.
Right? So we're basically putting our ads in front of more of the right people, which is why our ad cost continues to go down, lead costs continue to go down, and conversions go up because our pixel's getting smarter and smarter, whereas the other route, people are struggling because 80 people are clicking on that page and
not enough data.
And not opting in. So let's go to his actual VSL. All right, so you can see it fired the lead because you opted in, so you can see the lead conversion. But let's go ahead and press play. Because this is the most important data right here. People watching the video.
Welcome to the funnel. For full transparency,
So go ahead
this
and
is
hit
a
the
sales funnel.
Pixel Helper.
It's here to sell you something.
All right, so you can see it's not passing any of the video conversion data back to the ad platform. And his most important data are the people watching that video, because the success of his sales team is dependent on what he says in this video and the people actually watching it all the way through. Right? So I think that's the piece where people miss. People see eBOOV a lot and they go, oh, it's the lead pop.
Right.
But it's not. It's the conversion data and the fact that we can actually optimize for those conversions. So if you go back to our funnel,
Let me go back there.
and go ahead and click on
refresh
and press play, and then hit the Pixel Helper again.
Now here's the kicker, Mike.
All right,
This
so
is why
you can
you owe me
pause
$1 million after this talk.
So if I
And by the
wanted
way,
to, I could go in and I could actually run a conversion ad and have my conversion event be for press play or for 25% or for 50% or for 75% and have the platform go out there and find me more people to watch a certain percentage of my actual webinar.
So you have more options.
I have more options to get more buyers, which could unlock a whole new world of new customers. Whereas in his case, he's just optimizing for leads, right? And if you're just optimizing for leads and every time you get 100 clicks, 80 people are saying no, and I would be willing to bet that there's a lot of people within that 80 that would have said yes,
Right.
If they would have just seen the video, he's losing out on those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then simultaneously, as we're able to trigger those conversions, build individual custom audiences on a specific individual level.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So all of these conversion actions, we can build individual custom audiences and then go back and run what we call a precision ad and put our ads back in front of them. So let me give you an example. Let's go to the Facebook ad library. And let's go ahead and create, so is he only running this one ad?
He has other ads.
Okay, so let's just imagine all of these other ads are retargeting ads. And let's just imagine that the first ad that we just critiqued, okay, that one that we just watched, the first one, went right to his VSL page after the opt-in, right? So let's imagine he kept he took the little bar off. He put agency owners, coaching, and consultants.
Took this off.
He took that off. He took step 2 off. He took step 1 off. And it just said, watch how we get 100 qualified appointments every single month. That's it. He just said that on the top. And it had the video that he has now. And he added the other components, more proof. Like maybe he just does a little excerpt from one of those testimonials of a guy saying that he got results.
Yep.
He logs in and shows the real calendar, getting the book calls, and he locks it, right? And that's all the person has to basically see. So they go from ad right there. Instantly unlocks 80% more traffic while building those audiences every time someone presses play. And then if you go back to the ad library, okay, he'd then have other ads that would then be set up, and he would run all these other ads right here back to everybody that pressed play on his video. So now he's making more offers. And then after they opt in to continue watching, then he basically would have a CTA at the end of the video linking them to the book call page. Which he has at the bottom of right now. So for example, if you go back to his page, he would just take that bottom part off and make that a CTA
and it would be
at the end of his video.
In the video, yeah.
And he'd instantly go from probably, I'm assuming 20 to 30% conversions. He'd probably double that, be somewhere with him because the guy has marketing chops, I can tell.
Yeah.
He'd probably go somewhere between 50 to 60% conversions on the front end. But all the retargeting campaigns would probably be even higher.
Yeah, more offers.
More offers. And probably increase his book calls, all that good stuff.
Probably better qualified individuals hopping on those calls for the sales.
Every time I do this, I think about it, and we're in closing.
Yeah.
I think about this and I say to myself, obviously our process is a lot more simple, right? We just have to make a good video. He already has a good video. If you have a good video that's already getting you book calls, clearly this is going to work better for them, right? Because it's math. But more importantly, I think that you have to shape the way you want to grow your business. And we were talking about this before. Like, do you want a business that feels good, meaning you're getting a bunch of opt-in leads, but people aren't booking, and the people that do schedule, aren't actually buying? Or do you want to have your phone people maybe only talk to 3 or 4 people a day and close 50% a day versus having to talk to 8 and only close 1, right? So it's an efficiency thing. And what we found is by putting people through this process, we see the back-end conversion so much higher and there's a lot less waste in our system, right?
Yeah.
Because we're getting the people that actually are interested. That's all I got.
I like it.
So what would you tell Charlie?
Well, if this is something that you feel would help your business, check out EBOOV.
Later.